Welcome to your Straight Razor Edge Friday special, protecting your straight razor blades. Hey, Eric here with Adventures in Wet Shaving, and welcome back. It's good to see you. If you're interested in learning how to straight razor shave and all things straight razor related, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then click on the bell next to it to be notified when I upload videos. That way you won't miss a thing. If you'd like to support us, go ahead and hit that join button and become a member of the channel. My one word is heart, and I put my heart into everything I do. And I believe every time you shave with a straight razor, you're getting a better shave. How to protecting your straight razor from rusting, starting right now. Number one, you need to do this outside. You don't want to do this inside because you are working with oil and wax, which is very flammable. Number two, use a can to cook this up in, and that way you won't ruin any kind of cookware. We got twigs and sticks in this stove I built. This is got cotton, and we're going to go ahead and light that up. There we go. Get that fire started, and we'll be cooking pretty soon. Now, we'll go ahead and put that heat shield on there. That is going to help with the flame. And we're going to put this on top of that. That way, everything will work out really well. And as we get this flame going, I've got a windscreen on it, although we don't have very much wind today, which is kind of nice. Now, what we're going to do, now that we've kind of got this started up, we're going to go ahead, we're going to put that can on the stove like that. And now we're going to take beeswax, and this is pure beeswax. It is beaded. Now I'm going to put about that much in. So it's about a little over a third of a can, and that should just about do it for us. Now we're going to get that wax to melt. It's already starting to melt, which is good. Got myself a little stirring stick because, again, you don't want to ruin any kind of utensils and things like that. We're going to let that go ahead and melt. Let me show you what that stove is doing underneath there. Really works well. Yep. Again, homemade, and really enjoy making these kind of things. So that's good. All right, and now we're starting to get nice and melted. We're going to go ahead and just let that completely melt, and we'll see what level we're at. As you see there are bits and pieces that haven't melted yet completely, which is perfectly fine. And it is about a third of the way up on that can, which is pretty much where I want it, because I like to have my wax that I make for the razors, I like to have it between 1 part wax to 2 to 3 parts sunflower oil. Now that is starting to look pretty good right there. Almost completely melted, which is nice. All right, looking good. Next up, we are going with sunflower oil. This is non-GMO, and it's marvelous. It really is. Now, let me warn you again, this is very flammable, so be careful when you're doing this. And I'm going to put in about up to, let's see, we're going to keep going here. We're going to put in about 2 times as much oil. There we go. That is pretty much, maybe a little more. We're going to put in about 2 times as much oil as we have wax. Going to let that kind of heat up, and we're going to just stir that and mix it like that. Very nice. And let's see how we're doing. Yeah, that's starting to look really good. It is. All right, and as you see there, you know, it is looking pretty decent. Now, let's try that. Yeah, I'm liking the consistency of that. It's really creamy, which is nice. Yeah, I think that's good right there. Now, let's go ahead and start. We're going to put in jojoba oil, and this is going to be 2 tablespoons. So I've got my measurer here, so we're going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of this in here. I like it. I think it works really well with this mixture, so we're going to do that. Now, next up, what do I got here? Tea tree oil. This is going to be where's my marks? There we go. This is going to be, again, this is going to be like 1 teaspoon of that, which is going to be perfect. And then got clove oil, and this is going to end up being like 1/4 of a teaspoon, so about that much, and that's going to do just fine like that. And now this is eucalyptus oil. This is going to be about 1/2 teaspoon. So we're going to put in right about like that. All right. And next up, all right, so we're looking for 1/2 teaspoon of the sandalwood oil as well, just like that. And last but not least, we're going peppermint oil, and this is going to be 1.5 teaspoons of peppermint oil. So let's get that going right about like that. There we go. And that's good to go. Now, what I'm going to do is pull that off the fire because it is nice and warm. we're going to go ahead and just stir that up and make sure it's mixed really well. Just like that. Oh, wow. And the scent coming off of this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, you see that? Okay. Oh, nice and creamy. That is just wonderful. Now, what we're going to do, I normally put these in jars. Now, this is like a canning jar. Okay, you could also use baby food jars as well. Now, be very careful when putting hot liquids into glass. So this, you'll have to do yourself and just see how that works. I also have this, which is a jelly jar, which should take the heat as well. So what we're going to do now is pour this in to the jar, and you're going to get that one going like that. Okay, we are good to go. Now I'm going to let that cool off. I got this recipe from Charlie at Blue Bear Flutes here on YouTube. I will put a link to his video down in the description so you can check that out as well. He makes Native American flutes. I have a question for you. What I wish I knew when I started straight razor shaving, let me know down in the comments. I really would be interested in that. Click up here to see my latest video. Click over here to see a video specially picked out for you. Click on this one to see If I Could Only Have One, the series. Have a great shave and a good day, and I will see you next time on Adventures in Wet Shaving.